Rammerman Moto here. Want to join me on a ride out? It's a Sunday as I record this here in the Commonwealth. The plan is to drive to Louisa, Virginia, and I'm going to fly the drone up, get a few pictures and video of the water tower there in Louisa. I'll see you on the road. All right, we are on the road. The bike seems to be running very nicely today. You know, I took out a bunch of my cold weather gear off the bike to free up some space. And I kind of wish I'd left at least a couple of things like the neck gaiter and the interior base layer I had for the jacket. Because even with this windscreen, I'm surprised I'm getting some air into this jacket. It's a little cool today. See, this right here is dangerous. Right here. So you have to watch, and I watch the front bumper or the front tire. I always forget which one shows it earlier. You know, from this angle though, it's like you're trying to, it's different when you've got a car sideways when you're at an intersection versus what I just passed there. So you're looking to see if they are paying attention behind the wheel. You're watching kind of for movement in the tires and the fender. Now, as embarrassing as it can be, one of the things I have to keep an eye out on when I'm out riding around, especially here in the country when there's no fast food joints, is where can I stop to hit a bathroom? And I've stopped here before, and I'm hoping it's open. I rode this Route 33 to Louisa, and I did fly the drone up a little bit. I didn't show really any of the ride getting to Louisa. It's kind of the same ride that's on a number of my videos as I travel out around these parts on this main artery a bit. But if you want to see some of the drone footage before we head home, let's look at it right now. So I'm gonna slowly kind of work my way home, maybe take the long way home. Might stop off for a bite to eat. Do you guys combine your hobbies of motorcycling and eating? I've tried to cut back on it with some success, but I admit that especially in the beginning, my rides were planned around going from meal to where I wanted to be for the next meal. Which is not necessarily a good part of the hobby. It gets expensive to eat out, and it's not as good for you than something fresh at home. But it's fun. Let's see. My navigation has me turning on this road, State Route 657, and I've never been on this road. I've seen a lot of cars go down it. I always get worried out here in the country what I'll be running into. From dogs to poorly maintained roads to end of state maintenance roads. You just never know out in the country what you're gonna get. I had put in something I was searching for, and it has me backtracking going this way. So we'll start, see what's up. Loose gravel. Dun dun dun. Don't want to be braking on loose gravel. But I don't know if that's an old sign from a work crew. I was thinking it might have been right at that gate where some of the gravel might have been spread across the road. I think maybe it's not relevant now. Oh, no. Loose gravel again. See, I think they might be going in and out here. But I could be wrong. Well, there's some gravel right there. That's what the warning was about. I was watching that guy's tire created some dust. So it was just a little strip of the gravel. I have no idea where I'm at here. What's this? Which way to go? Let's see. I don't have a map open in front of me. I'm just running off what Google is telling me in my ear, or Apple Maps, whichever one it is, in my ear, and it's not speaking. I guess it'll either reroute me or hopefully this was the right way. I'm not sure. Sometimes I do wish I had my phone mounted on the handlebars, and eventually I might have to break down and do that for quicker routing options. It doesn't seem like we're going anywhere. Be nice if the navigation would speak up, like, hey, something's a mile down the road. Alright, it just said at the next stop sign, turn right. Guess we'll see what's up ahead. All this undeveloped property. Plenty of room for expansion, and eventually they will come. It's hard to preserve the country living, especially when people move out to the country and then demand to have access to a Chick-fil-A and a Walmart and a gas station and Wawa. Check out this sign at this house, right here. You see that sign? Dog killer next door. So the story is that sign's been there a long time. My understanding is that one of the neighbors put poison in some dog food or something and killed the other neighbor's dog, and they have it in their will that even after this guy passes away, he might have already passed away, that the sign must be kept and maintained. And people often wonder, they're confused by which neighbor is the bad one with the way they arrow. I saw this on a local discussion board, and I had said the same thing when I drove by. I'm like, well, is that the killer on that side or the killer over here? And I was surprised that whoever's being called the dog killer hasn't sued for defamation. But maybe there was evidence. Maybe there's been a trial. I have no idea. I just know that I don't know if I can find that thread again, but some newbies, I think, were asking what's up with the sign. And it's funny, some of the locals said they call this Dog Killer Road, which is pretty funny. You know, that's one landmark if you know it. The lady said, yeah, always tell the family I'm coming down Dog Killer Road now. Alright guys, I'm gonna work my way on home. I'll see you on the road.